I am live, but wait, it says the live doesn't start for 59 seconds. Well, that's okay. Hey, welcome. Great to see you here. Thank you for being here. We're going to get started in just a sec. Waiting for our special guest, Irina, to find her way on our little live stream here. And there she is. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Good. We're live.
Woo!
Hey, it's working.
Thank
Nice hat. Is it cold there?
No, it's a bad hair day.
Oh, bad hair day. I had that too, and I just went to get my hair cut. So
You don't have it.
So yeah, we're doing this on StreamYard, and I know it's I haven't been using it too long, but it's a pretty cool way to do Facebook Lives because we can both be on screen at the same time. I can have us both on screen and share a website like the Tuscany website. So pretty cool, huh?
Fabulous.
Yeah. So we're here to talk a little bit about the visual branding retreat in Tuscany this June. And I want to ask you a couple questions, if that's okay, about visual branding and what that really means, at least from your perspective, because I know I've been in this unique position where like I did the Tuscany retreat twice, and last year you came along. So I was sort of like an organizer and a customer because I did the photo shoot with you and it was incredible. And I've been using the photos, as you know, ever since.
Yes, I do. I see them all the time. It makes my heart sing. You are one
Good.
of my favorite clients. My favorite clients are those that take everything that we created on the shoot, including the outtakes, because those are the most interesting to the viewer. Nobody wants to see a perfect person. We're all so concerned with us being imperfect. We want to see the real Lou Bertone. And
yes. And it's funny because that came out, I've had trouble doing photo shoots because, I'm introvert and I'm self-conscious and all that. But I think that really came out in Italy because it was Italy. It was just awesome. So that was pretty cool. And now we're giving other folks the opportunity to do a full kind of, I guess you'd call it a visual branding makeover because you'll do the photo stuff. I'll do the video stuff. It's kind of it's a match made in Tuscany, as it were.
Perfect. Love it.
Yes. So, look at you. There's your, what I call the Lawrence of Arabia look for Irina.
I was checking that we're receiving the live comments and we are. So that is fantastic.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to also, because we can fool around with all this fun stuff and put up the banners, I'm going to put the link and then we'll show the website in a little while. But again, I wanted to talk a little bit more about visual branding because I think it's a new expression to some folks. Like people know branding, it's not just about your logo. It's the whole picture, right? The whole photo, video, image online, right?
I like to say it's an experience.
That's cool.
It's an experience of your brand, wherever it is.
Expression to some folks, like people know branding, it's not just about your logo. It's the whole. I'm getting a little echo here, right? The whole photo, video, image online. Oh, you know what? I have Facebook on, so I have to shut off Facebook.
What is going on?
I don't know, but it's that, sometimes the live stream gets a little funky and it just replayed some audio from earlier. So
I'm still here, right?
You're still there.
Okay.
Let's try again. We were talking about
trying to create the watch party inside the visual branding group, but yeah, okay.
That's okay. We can do that afterwards.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah, it's being recorded, so we're good. So we were talking about the big picture, the whole visual branding, photo, video, tone, feel, look. So who would benefit most from this kind of experience, as you call it?
I'd say coaches, speakers, authors, anybody who has a personality-based online business that needs to reach an audience, a wider audience, wider than they can reach in person. Everybody who they are approaching online, or groups that they're teaching or coaching inside.
Hmm.
Basically, any way that they are bringing their audiences to their mailboxes, to their mailing list, to their
Right.
websites. This is the perfect rebranding retreat for them,
Yep.
because they get the basics done, the rebranding, the branding for most people, because let's admit it, 97% of us, if not more, never do the branding. We never consider it as a necessity. Whereas then we complain about marketing being difficult and
Hmm.
hard to wrap their brains around, which is
Right.
true if you haven't done the branding, because the branding allows you to ask the hard questions, brainstorm them, whichever
Hmm.
mastermind you're in, and then push it out in a form that is digestible and attractive to your
Yep.
audience. And the marketing after that becomes so easy, it feels
Right.
like you're cheating. I hope nobody TM'd this saying. I know somebody who's using it in there. But
Yeah. But yeah, it's because if you come to Tuscany with us and do this whole visual branding retreat, you're going to have video footage, you're going to have unbelievable photos, all of which we can meld into a brand for you, a personality based brand. And when I think of people like that, I think of Marie Forleo and Mari Smith and Michael Port. I mean, you immediately know who they are, what they do, and because they have the whole big picture, look, feel, video, photo, everything.
and they have figured out their stories. So now they're coming forward with their stories, and they're repeating them basically to every audience they appear in front of over
Yep.
and over again. And it's easy for them because they've got it. It's inside their systems, it's inside their business, it's inside their head, it's in their branding, it's everywhere. It's easy.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to see if I'm pushing the limits of StreamYard. So now I'll share the screen for the Mastermind Visual Branding Retreat, June 6th through 13th. That's like just less than 6 months away. Oh my God. So yeah, hop on it. We're going to have an unbelievable villa. And obviously we'll do all the Tuscany type things like vineyard tours and stuff like that. But you'll also get tons of work done because you've got Irina and I to help you through your branding.
Through the hard work, yes. We're there to brainstorm with you. We're not just shooting pretty
Mhm.
photos and awesome videos, which is great.
Yeah.
And you can't accomplish that on your own either. But the whole brainstorming and creating the brand is the biggest piece to this, I think. What
Yeah.
do you say, Lou?
No, I mean, you can't skip it. And some people do say, like, oh, God, that's so big. I'll get to it. They think if they have a logo, they have a brand. And really, it's so much more than that, obviously. And I know, having done this with you a couple years back, and I got all those incredible photos. I mean, I've been using those for years on social media, on web pages, I mean, virtually everything on my website. I just constantly go back to that. And
It's a
it's just
big
a
asset.
treasure trove of photography. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And there's something magical, really, I mean, about being obviously in Tuscany and in these ancient hill towns. And, Irina's finding all these really cool locations like abandoned forts. And remember that castle city we
Yes.
went to? And, and,
While you
and,
guys were sleeping.
and the food and the wine and everything's included. The villa, you can bring a guest, you can have them chill by the pool while you're out doing your photo shoots and your video shoots. So it's really the whole package.
Yes, and it's an amazing experience. And it's a once in a lifetime experience, because the next year we're going to bring the price up to where it
Yep.
should be. This is our first round, and you are jumping on board as
Mm-hmm.
our first visual rebranding.
Yes. So here's the website. You can see it on the screen here, and the link is below. I'm really excited about it because I was like a little on the fence about doing this again. And then we talked about, like, well, what if we do, it's not just let's go to Tuscany and, shoot some videos. It's like a whole branding thing where
Let's,
you figure
yeah,
it out
let's
before you
make
go
it
out.
as valuable as possible. Yep. We wanted for you guys to actually walk away with
Mhm.
a lot from this week. to feel completely transformed, because once that happens, once the branding is in shape and you've got this basic video and photography stuff out of the way, you will
Hmm.
feel so empowered to push forward and to go pitching and
Yep.
reaching out and getting the speaking engagements, and it's you're ready.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
rest is just coming back to it on a monthly or bi-monthly basis and just tweaking it as
Hmm.
you go along. It's never going to be perfect. It's
Right.
important to give it this big push, and this is what we're providing you during this week in Tuscany. No
Yes.
spots are being held right now, so if you want yours, fill out the application, send
Hmm.
in the deposit, and we will let you in.
Irina, if Irina's nice and she likes you and you're cool, because we're only gonna have cool people there, obviously.
There are
And some
only
of the
six
folks who were there
spots.
before want to come back, which is awesome. But it's a relatively small group. We're talking like 6 or so folks.
There
If
are only
you
six
are
spots,
an
exactly.
aspiring speaker or author or coach or anyone who wants to have a personality based brand. I mean, people always say, "Oh, can you do a video for me like you did for Ali Brown?" Or "Can you do a video that looks like Marie Folio?" It's like you have to be your own brand. I mean, we can make it look amazing, but you still have to find that identity in that brand. And that's one of the things that will help you do in Tuscany.
That's right.
Yeah. So, gosh, I don't know what else
I
there's going
do. So spouses are welcome, kids
Yes.
are not.
No.
But you can bring your spouse. Just let us know. We have a fee attached to that to cover all the food expenses and everything, because it's
Yep.
all inclusive,
Hmm.
exclusive package.
Yep.
But yes, they can totally come and hang out and enjoy the Tuscany
Right.
country.
So yeah, and we'll be shooting video footage. We'll be doing B-roll that you'll have of you that's going to look amazing because it's Tuscany, and also fun stuff too. It's not going to be 100% work. I mean, we're going to have dinners. We're going to have dinners both at the villa and out in the town. It's the villa is right near Cortona, which is famous for the from the movie and book Under the Tuscan Sun. And that's how I initially, I think, discovered Cortona. This is probably the 5th or 6th time I've been back there. And it just keeps
Beautiful.
drawing me back. It's like such a cool experience.
It's an amazing place. It's unbelievable. There's so much history, and you walk these streets and watch
Hmm.
people bake the bread. They still do. It smells amazing at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's just
Yes.
unbelievable. And the walks that we had to
Yeah.
villas nearby.
Hiking
Oh,
and the farms and the horses. And
yes. Oh my God.
I remember one time, the first time I was there, I heard all this, like, it sounded like a cowbell or something. I'm like, what is that jangling noise? So I run down the road, and there's a giant herd of sheep coming down the road with like this shepherd guy, and the sheep all had the little bells on their neck so they don't get lost. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God, this is like a movie or something.
Yes. Unreal.
Yes. So join us in Tuscany this June. It is going to be amazing. And we're going to give you both photo, video, visual branding. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. Irina is a world-class photographer. I've done a couple of videos in my time, so I sort of kind of know what I'm doing.
Couple of videos.
And yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I don't know if there's anything else to add. We may come on and do these lives here and there as things develop and as we bring in more elements to the trip, but it's going to be an incredible experience. So I hope you'll be able to join us and apply online at loubarton.com/Tuscany 2020.
2020. And for walks who are watching on my side, I want you guys to meet my friend and business partner Lou Bertone, who is a video marketing godfather. And nobody is even exaggerating. It is true. He's been doing this forever and a day. His brain is just on fire, the way they say in Boston. Did I do it right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, of course, I'm honored and pleased to partner up with him on this retreat. And your videos are going to be amazing. I know that. You're in good hands.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And, again, having done this a couple of times, we sort of have our sea legs and know what we're doing. This time, we're really, really taking it up a notch by including all the food and yummy stuff and tours and things like that. And of course, the content, the branding, the masterminding. That's the whole thing. I mean, you find your brand and your identity, and you're off and running. So
Whoop, whoop.
we'll help you with that, and we'll do some more of these down the road. But in the meantime, check out the details at lebartone.com/Tuscany 2020. Anything else before we wrap up? I'd like to do
Grab your spot now. We only have 6 spots, and
That's right.
seats are being held right now. If you want yours, grab it.
Mhm. Yep.
Application, deposit, and then you're in.
Right. Because the villa is amazing, but we got to. There's only so much space in the villa, and it's classic Tuscan. Really just a quintessential Tuscan villa. Got a pool, got a lot of space, olive trees, the whole deal. So come by and check it out on the website. You can apply there, and we'll take a look and go from there. So is that it? I mean, I think we're good.
It. When the moon hits the sky like it beats upon it's amor.
And you get Irina singing Dean Martin songs. So there you go.
Serenading you.
All right. So we will catch up with you guys soon. I'm going to stop the broadcast and hope you'll join us again soon. And see you next time. Thanks, Irina.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that ends the